Facilitating Group Discussions, Part 4. Keep students on track.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle and welcome back to our TA training series on facilitating group discussions in EMI classes.
And I'm Tanya. Today we're diving into a challenge every TA faces during group discussions: how to keep students on track when discussions start going off track.
You know exactly what we're talking about. During group discussions, the conversations can sometimes go off topic. What started as an activity on the French Revolution turns into a passionate debate about lunch.
Or maybe they're stuck in a loop, repeating the same idea over and over again like a broken record. We've all been there. Perhaps they're stuck in a loop, repeating themselves over and over again. Sometimes students get stuck in a loop.
Okay, we get it. In today's video, we'll give you some practical strategies and sentence starters to guide your groups back on track without sounding like a traffic cop.
First, let's investigate why discussions go off track.
Group discussions go off track for lots of reasons. Students can get distracted, or perhaps they are not very interested in the topic itself.
Other times, students might not know what to say, so they just start talking about something else.
That's where you come in. Your role as a TA is to sense when to step in and nudge lightly, kindly, and intentionally to get the conversation back on topic.
So your job as a TA is to walk around the room and listen to the group conversations. Identify which groups need to come back to topic.
Now, let's do some examples. What to say when students drift off topic.
Alright, let's say you overhear a group wandering off the main task and start talking about something totally unrelated. Here are some basic sentences you can use to get them back on track. Hey guys, let's go back to the question we're working on.
That's an interesting point, but how does it relate to the main task?
Where do you think we should go next with this idea?
Let's make sure we are addressing what the teacher asked.
Can we connect that to the topic we're supposed to discuss?
Remember, the task asks you to focus on.
We might be getting a little off track. Let's refocus.
These reminders are polite and not too bossy. That's why I like them.
And for more advanced redirection, here are some sentences that you can use in this scenario. That's an interesting topic. Does it relate to the main class discussion?
Let's bookmark that idea and come back to it later. Right now, the task asks you to.
I love where your thinking is going, but can we reframe it in terms of the discussion prompt?
Let's check the question again and make sure we're still heading in the right direction.
Please focus on the discussion prompt. Is there something I can help explain differently? These advanced phrases are slightly more firm, but also kind.
Remember, there are many reasons why groups get off track, so be ready for anything.
On to our next topic, breaking the loop, when they're stuck on one idea.
Now, sometimes students aren't exactly off topic, they're just not producing new ideas.
You'll hear the same example repeated 5 times, or one student keeps circling back to their favorite theory, no matter what the question is.
Oh yes, you'll also keep hearing phrases like, I agree with that, yes, me too, same here. It's like an echo chamber.
So here's how you can help shift the gears, break the loop, and introduce a new perspective. That's a great point. Can anyone add a different perspective?
Great, you all agree. Now what's a different angle?
Let's explore another example or angle.
If you looked at this from a different viewpoint, what might change?
Can someone play devil's advocate and challenge that idea?
What would someone from another field or background say about this?
Can anyone think of a counterpoint? These kinds of prompts break the repetition loop and invite new thinking. You are encouraging critical thinking and bringing fresh air into the discussion.
Cool! But what happens if students talk too much and run out of time?
You must be a psychic. Our next section is time checks and momentum boosters.
As a TA, you help the students keep track of time and to help students use their time wisely.
Here are some time cues that help the students. Just a reminder, we've got about 5 minutes left. What else do you still need to cover?
Let's move on to the second part of the question.
We are about halfway done. You should move on to the second part now.
Let's make sure you have time to write down your answers.
You might want to start wrapping up your ideas.
How close are you to finishing the task?
Is there anything you still need to cover before time's up?
These cues act like gentle nudges and reminders.
And if you want to level it up with some advanced phrasing, try these. Now that we're in the last 5 minutes, what's your plan to finish the discussion?
Would it help to prioritize your last points before we run out of time?
You've had some great discussion. Can you summarize your key points now?
Let's shift into wrapping up mode so you can share your answers clearly.
Think about what you want to say in your last few minutes.
These sounds like coaching then countdowns, and they keep students focused without adding pressure.
We are about halfway done with this video. So let's move on to what to do if a group is silent.
Ah, yes, the dreaded group silence. Don't worry, we've all seen it. Silence doesn't mean students are lazy. It might mean they're unsure of what to say or where to start. It's not completely hopeless, guys.
Here's your rescue plan. You can first try breaking the ice with some warm, supportive prompts like, is there anything unclear about the task?
Would it help if I paraphrase the question?
What's the first thing that comes to mind?
No pressure, just try putting something out there.
Want me to help things get started with a quick question? Then you could offer structure and say, let's try listing 3 points and choosing one to discuss.
Start by sharing personal thoughts, then you can build from there. Feel free to ask a specific student in the group to answer first. Then ask the next student directly. After 1 or 2 answers, the rest of the group will be ready to answer on their own.
An important part of being a TA is to know when to direct your questions to the group or to an individual. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it.
But what about the opposite situation, when one student dominates the conversation?
Now, what if one student is doing all the talking and not giving the floor to others?
That's a classic problem. This sort of situation can definitely stall group participation and stop the group from hearing other voices.
So here's how you can gently rebalance the room. You may start by saying, great point. Let's hear what others think too.
Thanks for sharing. Can someone else build on that from a different angle?
Let's go around the group and hear from everyone.
Can we hear from someone who hasn't spoken yet? What are you doing here is not about calling anyone out. It's about holding the door open for others to walk through.
Aw, holding the door open for them. Cute analogy. On to some scenarios.
Let's play out a couple of quick scenarios. Let's say a group went off topic and started talking about their favorite vacation spots during a marketing class discussion.
What can you do as the TA to get that group back on topic? Pause the video and press play when you have your answer.
What I would do here is to respond by saying, vacation sounds fun, but let's get back to the task. Can anyone think of a counter-argument?
Nice one. Let's do another.
Okay, let's say one student kept repeating the same point over and over again. What would you do? Pause the video and press play when you are ready.
What I would say here is, that's a good insight. Does anyone have a different opinion?
Ooh, I like how you engage the rest of the group with that question. That will encourage critical thinking.
Let's do a quick TA reflection. Let's take a moment to think back to a time when a conversation went off the rails. Did someone help bring it back? What helped bring focus back?
Was it a question, a kind nudge, or maybe just someone asking, so, what are we trying to do again?
As a TA, you have the power to ask that exact question. You are asking it not to embarrass or to control, but to empower.
Okay, on to our summary table. Let's bring everything we've talked about into one simple table that you can refer back to anytime.
This cheat sheet is useful for when the group is drifting off into another galaxy or looping the same point like a broken record. Take a screenshot so you can reference it later. Each of these phrases here is a soft redirection. You're not saying, hey, stop it. What you're doing here is wrong. You're saying, let's try another road, guys.
We have just a minute or so left, so let's do our recap and takeaways.
Thank you for keeping track of the time for me. You would make a great TA. Today, we learned how to keep group discussions on track when they get distracted.
We learned what to do if a group is stuck on one idea.
We also learned how to keep track of time for the class.
And we learned what to do if one student is dominating their group's conversation.
Lastly, as a TA, we learned that it's important to stay present. Walk around, observe, listen.
Fantastic tips, Tanya. I am proud of you. In our next video, we'll explore how to answer students' questions effectively. See you in the next video.